Hey friends, welcome back to my kitchen. In today's video, we are testing a couple of different carnivore chaffle recipes. Now, I've seen so many different variations of these chaffles or paffles, whatever you call them, that whenever I've wanted to make them in the past, I would actually get overwhelmed by all the different types out there because I didn't know which one was the best one. Some of these recipes use cheddar cheese, some use mozzarella cheese, some use ground meat. I've even seen a chaffle recipe that is made out of beef liver. So I ordered one of these Dash mini waffle makers off of Amazon, and I am a little bit late to the game. People have been using this mini waffle maker for years now to make keto waffles or paffles. But hey, better late than never, right? Okay, recipe number 1. This is just egg and cheddar cheese. The ratio is 2 eggs to half a cup of cheddar cheese. Just gonna give that a good whisk and mix. Just gonna mash up this cheese a little bit. And this is going in. Okay. Very fluffy. We are going to make all the waffles before we do the taste test, but you can definitely see this was extremely fluffy. Very hot. Okay, so recipe number 2 is using mozzarella cheese instead of cheddar cheese, and we're also going to use pork rinds. So the ratio is 1 egg to 1/3 cup of mozzarella cheese to half a cup of pork rinds. I'll give that a whisk first before putting in my mozzarella cheese and pork rinds. Definitely a different texture when it's uncooked compared to the first. It's definitely less runny than the first mixture. So for this recipe, 1 egg will be enough for, it looks like, 2 waffles. Ooh, this one developed a nice color. Better. Waffle number 2. This third recipe is cheese-free, so if you guys are lactose intolerant or trying to avoid dairy or cheese, then this will be a great option for you. We are using a little bit of butter. So we're gonna start with 1 tablespoon of melted butter. To that, we're gonna add 1 egg. Give that a really good mix. I'm also gonna add about a tablespoon of pork rinds and continue to mix that. And just a little dash of water, less than a teaspoon. I'm just gonna add a little bit more pork rinds because I feel like it's a little bit wet. Here we go. So this is a much runnier texture than the first 2. This also makes 2 waffles. In 4 minutes. Ooh, this one definitely came out the cleanest of all of them in terms of the look. A little bit thin. Ooh, it's hot. Very soft compared to the other 2. I'm gonna add a little bit more pork rinds just to see what the change in texture is, if there is any. Probably just added about a teaspoon, no more. Right in there. Okay. Very similar to the last one. A little bit more color because we used a little bit more pork rinds. So recipe number 4 is actually using ground meat. I'm using ground chicken today. The original recipe was made with ground lamb, and ground beef also works as well, but I'm gonna try chicken. So I'm gonna mix everything in the KitchenAid before pouring it into the waffle maker. I have 2.6 ounces of ground chicken here, and to that, just going to add 2 eggs. That a pulse. Just gonna pour that in. This is probably gonna make more than 2 waffles. That's okay. Okay. Oh. Alrighty, now it's time for the taste test. I haven't tried any of these yet. I'm super excited.
Me too.
I've got Kevin here. He doesn't know what even went into these waffles because I've been filming by myself. So he's doing it totally blind. I know what went into them, but I haven't tried them yet.
Which?
Shall we dig in? Why don't you grade the presentation, the looks first?
These ones here look the most like Eggos.
They do, right?
Yeah, they have like perfect shape. This one's nice too. It's pretty brown.
Should I tell you kind of like, should I give an intro? Or like, should we go fully blind or should I tell you why this one?
No, I'll just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one is the nicest?
I'd say that one looks the nicest. This
Number
one or this
4
one?
was the nicest.
This one looks nice, pretty nice too.
Is it because it has like different colors?
Yeah, the brown color.
Well, actually, one thing to disclose is that I started here and I went here, so I don't know if my skill making level just got better as we went on.
The shape is perfect though.
Yeah. You want to do this one each?
Sure.
That one's kind of angled. Waffle number 1.
Kind of tastes just like egg. There's cheese in it.
Yeah, there's cheese.
Cheddar. Good. It kind of tastes like cheesy eggs. This one.
Kind of reminds me of a McDonald's egg McMuffin.
Yeah. The texture is not really like waffle. It's more like.
It's a little bit soft, right?
Yeah.
Texture, yeah. The taste is just like a, you know, when you make scrambled eggs and cheddar in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it tastes like.
Basically, just feels like an omelet.
Yeah. So this one was just egg and cheddar.
Oh, okay. That's it.
Yeah.
Just two. It's good.
Okay, moving on to waffle number 2. Oh, you take the next one, since you're the blind taste tester. This one looks good too. It's
yeah, it's like nice crispy.
There was just kind of enough to make 2.
Meatier.
Yeah, it's a deeper flavor.
There's pork rinds in it.
There's pork rinds. Good job.
It has that bacony flavor. That bacon.
Bacony flavor. Right?
Yeah, it has a.
This texture-wise is a little bit better than the first one.
Yeah, it feels kind of more like it's a.
Yeah, more like a waffle, less like a.
Yeah, it's more like it's a bread.
The first one was lighter and fluffier.
Yes, can you see? This one's really good.
More salty, because there's salt in the pork rinds, so this one's more savory.
This one has a better texture. Next one?
Next one, yes. For you. These ones look different, eh?
Yeah, they're.
Oh, I forgot to mention that last one had mozzarella cheese in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the first, but you can't really taste the mozzarella, right? Like the first one had cheddar, but
yeah,
it was like
I didn't
very
notice.
obvious. The cheddar flavor was very obvious.
I didn't notice that at all.
Yeah, the second one was mozzarella, no taste, more mild. I guess that's why people use mozzarella cheese for like fathead dough and stuff. This one looks different than the other two.
It's fluffier.
Yeah.
It's easier to cut. Really fluffy. The texture is more like number 1. What else did you put in this one?
Can you tell?
No.
So this one was actually a cheeseless version.
Oh.
So no cheese in this one. This one was just butter, egg, and pork rinds.
Oh. You don't taste the pork rinds as much.
No, it wasn't that much. The second one definitely had a stronger pork rind flavor. Like it just really came through. This one is, I think the pork rind is more just for binding the texture.
Oh.
But this one is another sort of like softer and eggier.
Yeah, it's really soft. It's good.
They're kind of like a crepe.
Yeah.
More like a crepe than a waffle.
So the pork rind did something, but.
I would say this is more crepe-like than waffle-like.
Yeah.
Because you're not eating cheese. But if you can't have cheese,
this is a good option.
Good option, yeah. So that one actually had grass-fed butter in it.
Oh, really?
Kind of like that. I don't know if you can taste it, but
a little
like
bit.
An umami flavor at the end, like that. Yeah.
Okay. Last one?
Yeah. You must be excited to try this one. Oh, you can have the nice looking one.
Okay.
It's the same batter anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's dig in.
It looks the most like a real waffle.
It looks
like an Eggo.
The look is the most like the real waffle. So I actually used the KitchenAid mixer to blend all the ingredients.
Oh, okay.
So that might be the reason why.
Whoa, it looks like dough. Yeah.
It's very different.
They're weird.
than the first two.
It's weird.
Weird compared to the other three, or just
Yeah.
weird in general?
Weird compared to the other
there's
three.
ground chicken in this one.
Oh. It's like dry.
It's a little bit dry. Well, the original recipe was ground lamb, but I substituted for ground chicken because that's what we had in the fridge.
I don't like this one. The texture is weird. Yeah, it just tastes like a patty of ground chicken. I guess that's okay.
It looks the best though.
It looks the best. I have the other dairy-free one before this one. But I guess if you don't mind the texture, the taste is okay. The texture is just a little like grainy or something.
It is a little bit grainy. I think it's because of the ground chicken.
Well, if you want to fool someone by making them think it's a waffle, this is the best one.
So we're gonna rank these waffles by taste, texture, and closeness to the real thing, I guess.
Yep.
So we start with taste. Which one did you like taste-wise the most?
I liked this one the most taste-wise.
I think I like this one the most too.
Yeah.
And then I would say, so number 2.
Number 2.
With the mozzarella cheese and pork rinds.
And taste-wise, probably this one.
I think for me it was this one.
Oh
the
yeah?
Cheddar.
The cheddar?
Just the cheddar. Just because it's kind of a more classic flavor. I like the using cheese instead of not using cheese.
And then I guess we swapped for this one and this one for number 3.
That was my number 3.
That was my number 3. And then that's my last one for taste.
Sorry, ground chicken.
And then texture.
Texture-wise,
I think still won that one, yeah.
Yeah, I would say number 2 was the best texture-wise.
Yeah, with the mozzarella. Then I would say the second texture-wise was that one too for me.
Yeah.
That one was a little bit just too eggy.
This was a little bit too fluffy, yeah.
Then this one had the pork rinds in it, so it kind of had a better texture.
Yeah.
And then that one had a weird, this one had a weird,
ground chicken.
yeah, like dry texture.
Dry texture, yeah. It's hard for me to rank the last place between those two, but this one definitely was, number 2 was definitely the winner. Similarity to the real thing.
Probably,
I think look-wise.
Yeah, look-wise, the chicken one.
Looked legit.
It looks like an Eggo. Yeah.
Looks and feels like an Eggo.
Yeah, it literally like feels like an Eggo.
Looks like it just came out of the packaging.
Yeah, you could trick someone with that.
Yeah, you definitely could. This one tastes like an egg McMuffin, the first one. Number 1, kind of, right?
These all don't really taste like real waffles.
No, they don't. None of them really do taste.
The chicken one looks like it, but it doesn't taste like it either. None of them really taste it.
Yeah, which one would you be happiest with if you were served?
I would definitely eat these ones again. Number 2. Number 2. I'd get those, I'd eat those every time. Yeah.
But you gotta grind up pork rinds for that one.
Yeah,
so
I think next time if we
laborious.
blend it all.
Right.
Like pulse.
Maybe if we try blending it.
Yeah, blend it in the food processor to make it more like a batter.
Yeah.
As opposed to just.
Yeah. I think number 3 is a really good option if you don't do cheese or you're trying to stay away from lactose.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good option.
Yeah.
You definitely get a different texture when you don't add the cheese.
Yeah.
It's like
you lose that like chewiness.
Sponginess?
Yeah, spongy chewiness, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit more flat. If you liked our video today, please give us a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new video. Leave us a comment down below and let us know what your favorite way of eating chaffles are. Until next time.